Cancer, welcome in. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I was really about to just keep pulling cards, and Spirit was like, are you gonna push record? So, okay. Somebody needs to start recording a little bit more of their life. Someone here needs to take more photos. Someone here needs to make more new memories, okay? Cancer, immediately in your energy. That's what Spirit wants to talk about, is that you need to really live in the moment. Because we also have here being lighthearted, things coming to life, things, coming to light, adapt, change, heal, okay? So someone here really, it's time for you to kind of come out of your cocoon, because immediately Spirit was saying, like, you take really good photos. That's what I was kind of hearing in my head. Like, some photography is very like prominent in this reading so far, right? So anyway, we have here habits. I don't know if we will ever change. Now, something that I wanted to talk about, Cancer, because Mercury retrograde was very heavy. Immediately in your energy, what I felt like is that someone here that I'm talking to right now is having a fear of abandonment, so much to a point that you don't even let yourself get close to people, right? So you have a habit of damaging how far something can go before it even becomes anything, because you don't even say what you want, what you expect, what you'd like to happen. You kind of just like, that's your energy. Quiet. Okay, crickets. So we have here damaged, okay? You leave your person feeling neglected. Maybe you're one of those people who, maybe I could be talking to a feminine, right? Who, you don't never want to bother someone. You don't want to double text. You don't want to, show up for someone more than what you think they're ready for. So instead, you kind of ghost them, right? You kind of leave people with unfinished business. Look at here at the bottom of the deck. And these are people who really want to spend time with you. These are people who actually love your energy. People who hope to hear from you. People who want to know that you want them to be a part of your life, And I feel like this is something that you're not expecting, because you have a tendency to just kind of like pull away from someone, and then when they come and finally say like, oh yeah, I always wanted to talk to you, I always love you, because you could be someone who people always tell you after the fact, when they're finally like happy in a relationship. Confirmation. When they're happy in a relationship, or they're like moved on, or like years later you're finally like talking to them and you're like, oh, I always thought that you liked me, but you never said anything. Like, people are like always surprised that like you like, they always telling you that they liked you, and you're like, man, like reflecting like, damn, I really should have acted on that when I had the chance. But look, the chaser is here. You have a fear of abandonment, so you don't even let people get close to you. I don't want to chase anymore. But people who you're meeting are also in that same energy, so they don't want to chase either. They want someone who's going to mutually be there with them and kind of help them mend the situation. They want two halves of a whole, okay? That's whoever you're meeting. They want reciprocity. This is so funny. So I do feel like here, your responsibility right now, Cancer, is to basically say how you feel and put yourself out there, because I feel like you have a tendency to not do any of that and to live in the moment, and it leaves you with a lot of regret. This could be how you're feeling right now, like, dang, I wish I would have talked to this person a little bit more. But your shadow side is so afraid of like being left behind, of not being the person that gets chosen. You're so afraid of someone not picking you that you don't even give yourself as an option, and so that's why you stay on the shelf. Okay, I could be talking to somebody who is single, but I feel like there's conversations happening. You're going to be talking more often and learning how to detach from feeling like, okay, if I send a text message, this person has to text me back. You're going to be detaching from that. You're going to just show them love, because you know what? I did wake up this morning with you on my mind. I am going to shoot you a text message because I want you to be a part of my life. And that is your responsibility, to tell people how you feel, seriously. And I feel like there will be some type of reunion here once your ego kind of is told that it can be safe, that it is worthy of love, that people do want to speak to you, okay? Because some of you could be very broken on the inside and needing to forgive yourself for all the things that you have accepted when you thought someone loved you before, okay? Because that's what I feel like is happening here. Now, we're kind of way too deep, and this is only like TikTok. So anyway, let's go ahead and find out what the outcome is. Aww. Cancer, I'm going to end this so good. First of all, a time to give rather than take. But we already talked about you giving of yourself more, okay? And being honest about how you're feeling emotionally on the inside. Emotions are running high. Spirit is encouraging you to have a super moon when it comes to expressing yourself. And the most important thing, which is why I came up with this, is luck is on your side, Cancer. So please give yourself a chance. If you have a Sagittarius, or you know Sagittarius, or you have it in your chart, it's asking you to pull that part of your Sag out of you, where you aim and you fire, where you say what you want and you go get it, and don't let no one tell you no. Okay, Cancer, that is your Mercury retrograde love recap. If this resonated, make sure you like, share it to a friend that you know needs it. Until next time, y'all, peace.